turned on any notifications yet or something. I should be live. Am I not live? I've been on 2 minutes and 30 seconds and nobody's looked yet. Odd. Maybe YouTube's mad at me right now. I don't know. What's happening, viewers? Man, what a day. I guess that's two people that didn't want to watch. It's funny. You know, they come in, they do that. They come in, they look for a second, and then they take off. If, you know, it's like I'm not talking, or if they don't see something they like. Coffee's moving and storage. Looks like we got a truck broke down up here on the right. Yay. That means everybody's going to go 2 miles an hour on the interstate. Yeehaw. Alright, let me over one more lane, folks. There we go. No more viewers. Now the road's going to open up a little bit and let me out. Let me out, let me out. Yep. Alright. Car's dusty. No notifications. Alrighty then. Back to the music. Hello, viewer. What's happening? Oh, what a day. Another 8-hour day, anyway. I got quite a bit done today. I mean, not that it really matters. But everything we were supposed to get out on a Friday, we got out anyway. That's right. Hello, viewer. What's happening? Only one of you today, so you got me all to yourself. How about that? Do me a favor and hit that like button. You can subscribe too if you like. I tell people that you know, I don't really care about all that, and I don't care if people subscribe or not. But you know, if somebody liked my video, that would help me. I think I average around 5 or 6 while I'm live. And if you want a shout out, just type your name, type something down there at the bottom. I'll give you a free shout out. It won't cost you anything. It only takes a second of your time, unless you're just too shy. Yeah, you're on the safe end, on that end over there. And nobody knows who you are or none of that. Okay. Well, good. I guess everybody's just going to come in, look for a second, and then take off. How about that shit? Yep. So I'm taking the short way home today because my viewing capacity has not really been what it should be. I don't know. You know, some days it's all hit and miss with this whole YouTube thing. You know, some days you're right on. You get, you know, 30 or 40 people come in and look at you while you're talking about absolutely nothing to yourself. And then there's other times when, like, you know, like now, when they got 3 viewers and it took me forever for you guys to come in and stay. So, you know, it's kind of a hit and miss, you know. Kind of like the lottery. We'd all like to win the lottery, but unfortunately enough, not everybody can. You know, my mom used to say, well, you got to be Jewish to win that shit. Well, I I don't know about all that, but you know, I guess if you got plenty of money and you can afford to invest in it, then go right ahead, whatever. Yeah, see, I got no viewers again. That sucks. You guys trip me out, I swear. Yeah, they got somebody, don't they? Oh, they're getting in the fast lane. They go on down the road. There must have been a crash back there, something. I missed it. Unless somebody was rubbernecking at that, where that big truck was broke down back there. All the traffic was held up. Anyway. So I get to go home and pay bills today. Yay. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, that guy's in a hurry. Fucking idiot. Doing 100 miles an hour and everybody around him's doing 70. That's a wreck waiting to happen right there. Fucking idiots on 70 can't drive. That's why I hate driving on Interstate 70. People just got no fun, you know, on the road because they got a V8 under their hood, you know, stuff like that. This guy here passed me like I was sitting still. He's going to go up there and try and catch that red car. He's going to probably want to race him all the way to fucking St. Louis. Dumbass. Jeez. I'm not road raging, y'all. I'm just sharing my opinion on what's going on the road. Sometimes that's the only thing I can do is just sit here and run my mouth. You know, when I have a subject to talk about, people don't want to hear. I don't even know what to talk about today. I don't know. I don't have a lot of plans for the weekend. I'm hoping it's nice, though. You know, it would be nice to have a kind of cool day on the weekend. I need to fix my deck. I think that's what I'm going to attempt to do this weekend. I got to stack some cinder blocks and dig out a hole. And I don't know if I'm going to just jack up one side at a time or if I'm going to run a board all the way across and jack up the whole thing all at once. I'm not really sure what to do about that yet, but I got a deck that's wood's rotted out of it where the supports were. So now it's sagging on one end. See, I'm no good at this today, apparently. I got nothing to talk about today. Nobody wants to listen. Isn't it a wonderful thing? The internet. It's beautiful. Yep. Got a platform like YouTube to get out there and talk to people and nobody wants to listen. That's all right. Yeah. I think I might start doing like a pundit thing, you know, like public service announcements or something. I don't know. Probably be more lucrative. I've actually even thought about going back to school. I'd like to get into broadcast. I want to be a radio DJ. You know, I think that would be cool to be able to do that. You know, give it the right organization, you know, like iHeart or Pandora or something like that, you know what I mean, or XM Radio, you know, where they assign you a channel and then, you know, I mean, what better way to spend your day than to sit at home on your duff and play a computer and put songs on it for other people all across the world to hear. And then you get to come in on the breaks and make a joke or something, you know. I think that would be like the coolest life ever, you know. I probably would reach a lot more people, you know, than I do right now. You know, there's one radio DJ she's not really a radio DJ, streaming DJ, and she's on Lithium. Name's Madison. Oh my God. She's a typical freaking millennial, I'll tell you what. She's the trip. she thinks that what she's talking about is really interesting, but it's really not. She wants you to believe, and she repeats herself a lot, like she's trying to convince you, but what she's really doing is trying to convince herself that it's interesting. Anyway, I don't know where my daughter is today. I don't know where mom is today either. And one of my other regular viewers came in to see me yesterday. That was pretty cool. I like it when people come back. You know, apparently I'm entertaining to some, because some people actually come back and watch me. Others, I don't know if they do or not. You know, I don't recognize, you know, names a lot of times when I'm doing this. And I've got probably 250 live videos that I've done, but they're all like a half hour. I may have just a limited few that are, you know, an hour or more. I think I've done 1 or 2 sleep videos. But those didn't turn out to be very lucrative either. I mean, I didn't, you know, it's like nobody, I don't know, I guess unless you're young and good looking and doing something stupid with your time, nobody wants to see what you're doing, you know. They just kind of come in and peek for a minute and then they're gone. Maybe I ought to start doing a road rage section, like, you know, on purpose or something. I don't know. Man. So, anybody got any plans for the weekend? Here I am talking to absolutely nobody, and I'm asking people what they're doing this weekend. Hello, viewer. Welcome in there. How you doing today? I don't know who you are. Oh, I got a like. How about that? They must have gave me a like because I commented that it was welcome in. I don't know. It could be because what I'm talking about is very interesting at all. So who we got out there? Pastor Huckleberry. What's happening, Huck? You doing all right today? Yeah, how about that? Well, that's pretty damn cool, man. Hey, I caught the ass end of your live video last night that you were doing. I was busy around the house doing other stuff, and I was like, man, I ought to go see if he's on. And just as I was getting on the computer, you were signing off. So I missed you. Sorry, but I'll catch you another time. All is well. Good. So I'm just headed home, man. I've been working mostly like 10 and 9 hour days, but I worked 8 yesterday and 8 today. I don't know. I didn't feel like working 10 hours today or yesterday. I got shit to do, you know what I mean? So I taking off work a little early, and we'll get home and get it done or something. Try to anyway. So I'm crossing over the Missouri River right now. Sometimes I turn the camera around and show the bridge, but I can't do it now because it's too much traffic. I need to keep an eye on the road and what's going on around me. I was just commenting that I hadn't seen my mom or my daughter on here yet. Well, not my mom. She's my stepmom. She's like a mom, you know. She's the only mom I know right now anyway. Good lady. But my daughter's in South Carolina, I'm sorry. She's in Rock Hill, and I got another one that lives in Charlotte. I got a boy that's into Clink. He's going to be doing like 40 years or something like that. You know, stupid shit. Wrong place, wrong time. I don't know. Kids that just don't use their heads, I guess. I don't know why. It said, boy, I'm going to say, man. Oh, that's all right, man. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I appreciate the glory of Jesus for sure. Yeah. It's all right, man. Don't worry about it. You know, it's all good. It's just, you know, I'm not one of those that get upset, you know, if I'm misgendered or whatever. I could care less. All that bullshit, you know, pronouns and all that shit. I don't care. You know, people. I've been called a lot worse. You know what I mean? Over the years. You know, somebody calls me a boy. That's fine because you know I was once a boy. That's for sure. You know, but I don't take offense to it. So no need to worry. It's all good. You know. Got any good plans this weekend? You plan on doing anything fun? Going anywhere? Seeing anybody? I might take the motorcycle out this weekend. I know I say that every week, and I end up not doing it, but I need to take it out and run it a little bit. The only problem is that I live in an area that, you know, people are freaking nutso, man. They don't watch out for motorcyclists. I've had a few close calls. And I did have to lay it down. Well, probably it's almost 2 years ago now. I had to lay it down. I was coming down a side road, like in a mall area, and there was a service road I was on to go to an ATM. There was another guy that was pulling out, but he was making a left. I was coming to from his left. So when he pulled out, he cut me off short. Now, luckily, I was only doing about 10 miles an hour, if even that. And I had no choice but to fucking lay my bike down, because I was going to T-bone him if I didn't. So, it's made me real nervous about driving, even, you know, in small places like that, you know. Hey, man, I hear you, brother. So, if I do take it out, I don't go far, you know what I mean? I gotta take it out though and run it around a little bit. I got it for sale right now. It's been for sale for about, I don't know, a couple months. I figured it would sell, you know, being that you'll take it out for you. I hear you want to take it out. It's a Harley Davidson Iron 883 XL, which means extra low, so it sits really low to the ground. Before that, I had a 2017 Harley Davidson Street Rod 750. The 750 was really fast, but the problem was that bike was too small for me because I'm 6'2", and that bike was just too small for me, man. So I would ride, like when I would come to stoplights and shit, put my legs down, I'd get cramps in my hips, you know, because of the way that I had to sit with the pegs. You know, the pegs were a little higher, so I guess it put my hips under strain, and my hands would fall asleep because I was leaning forward, you know, and so I had to trade it in. So the dealership that I bought it from, it used to be called Doc's Harley Davidson over in Kirkwood, Missouri, but they've now merged with St. Louis Harley Davidson, so they're not even they're not really in business anymore. I mean, I guess they are, but they merged with another company, and they had this buyback program. So because I had that 750, maybe I may have had it about 9 months. I was able to get, you know, top dollar when I traded it in on this Iron 883. So the 883, I just got it paid off in February of this year. Come on over, come on. I got some idiot riding a freaking turn signal. Can't figure out whether they want to turn or not. Way to go, dumbass. I was telling you to go. Stupid. Anyway, so I looked at a few bikes. I found one that was used I liked. It was kind of a pearl white. But they also have this thing, you know, like if you buy a brand new motorcycle, you know, you get all these perks with it. So I went ahead and bought a brand new one again. And like I said, I just got it paid off in February. I got a clean title and everything for it. So I'm hoping it'll sell pretty soon. I got a couple of 49cc scooters too that I bought so my girl and I could ride around together. The one that I have, it's a Bentelli Beast. It looks like a little crotch rocket. And then she's got one. It looks like just looks like a regular old scooter. You know, it's nothing special. But I haven't ridden those in a while. And the thing about those 49cc motors or carburetors, if you let them sit too long, the gas kind of coagulates in them. So you got to keep the carburetors clean. Well, I need to drain all the old gas out now and to clean up the carburetors before I decide to take it out again. Because that both of the scooters have been sitting about 2 years, and I don't even think we've ridden them probably in a couple of years. So they're probably good and gummed up. I know both of the batteries are dead. You know, they got clocks on them, those digital like clocks. You know, like when you have digital in your watch, it's basically the same thing, LED. And there's no way to cut them off, so I'm sure both of the batteries are probably dead again. That seems to be a problem that I have. I don't have power in the building that I keep them in, so I can't keep them on a trickle charge or anything. And so it makes for a pretty interesting situation anyway. You know, when it comes time to ride them, I gotta go out and find batteries, and these two particular ones take the small, like, lawnmower batteries. But, you know, they're Bentelli, so they're, like, I guess that's Italian, or, yeah, I think Bentelli's Italian or French. One of the two. Hey, Ashley, how you doing? Jeff just hopped on. Yeah, I see that, baby. I'm getting ready to get off here in a few minutes. I left work early again today, so I'll be home in a couple of minutes. And so I'm sorry, but I'll do another video again probably tomorrow or something. I'm not really sure. Maybe tomorrow. I did a short video today. I don't know if you've seen it yet or not. It was quite interesting. There was a wasp or a mud dauber or something crawling across the floor, and I followed him around with a camera for about a minute and a half. It's just, I set some music to it from the band Wasp. You might like it, so you'll need to go check out my short videos. It's pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, you'll look into it. That's cool. Got any plans this weekend? You doing anything? You and Tommy gonna go up to the mountains or anything like that this weekend? The zoo, the beach, anything like that? You know, Labor Day is coming up. Is it Labor Day or Memorial Day? No, we've already had Memorial Day, so Labor Day is coming up. So after Labor Day, you know, all the pools and shit start closing. All the summertime entertainment, anyway. You hope? Okay, well, good. I'm not going to do anything this weekend. Margaret Mom said something about a concert yesterday, but I don't think I'm going to do it. It was just too short a notice for me to make any plans or anything, you know. Plus, I got shit I need to do around the house, really. I've got to get this fucking porch fixed. I mean, not that it's like top priority. The porch is not going to go anywhere, but I would feel much better, you know, if I had it at least patched, you know what I mean? Until I can figure out. I really just would like to go ahead and tear the whole thing down and rebuild it, and I can do that myself. The problem is that, you know, in order for me to do that, I got to spend the money and get a permit, and then I got to go buy the stuff to do it with. And I'm not really sure, you know. Everything is good. I know how to build like the regular deck and everything, you know, with putting the boards down and all that. But like the stairs, I'm not really sure how to cut in the stairs. Now, you can buy those prefabbed things, you know, for your stairs. But I don't know if I want to tackle that. So I'll probably have to get a carpenter to do that part. Anyway, All right. Well, I'm here. I'm going to go ahead and get off here, Ashley. I'm sorry that you came in like at the last minute. But I'm going to go in the house and let my dog out. You know, he's not been out since 5 o'clock this morning. So I imagine he probably needs to go. So you guys have a good weekend. I'll see. I did 5 videos this week. Isn't that cool? I've been on here every day this week. And I was kind of hoping maybe that would help my views, you know, and boost me up on the algorithm a little bit. But from what I can tell, it didn't. So anyway, don't do things by yourself. Well, if I don't do them by myself, they won't get done. So I have to. And you know, it's no big deal really. But I got to decide whether I want to invest in, you know, building a new deck, or if I want to just fix the one that's there, because it needs a couple of boards, like 3 or 4 boards. The frame definitely needs to be redone. And like I said, I could tear it down and rebuild it myself, but I'm just not sure if I'm ready to tackle that or not. But anyway, all right, baby, and people, if whoever comes and looks at my video, bye-bye, and I'll talk to you later. Y'all have a good weekend.